Thank you, Team Yosi and Nilesh, for this opportunity. To be part of such a honest and wonderful discussion among all yous, I think we are all learning from each other regarding work-life balance, management of stress, which cities we are coming from. I would just like to share some bit of my own personal take on fitness. I always feel that, personally speaking, from my part too, I was to start off from my postgraduate or even my undergraduate days, used to have a very bad eating lifestyle. A lot of eating food outside. We always take the health for granted, but as doctors are always poor patients, is what even our colleagues will used to tell us. So my real awakening came in 2016 when I started to focus on my health, because when we set health as the priority, I think everything will fall into place. So how did I go about my health is just one particular method. It doesn't need to be the same way, but I just thought I'll just share my experience because that paved the way for my innovations or my glaucoma academics or my surgery. So I started doing CrossFit. For me, when I go into a gym, for me to break the routine, the trainer used to make me walk for 15 minutes in a treadmill, 15 minutes in a cycling. I felt when I wake up the next day morning, 1 week, I joined January, then I stop going within a week. That was happening till 2016. But CrossFit, what it gave me was every day the trainer or the particular gym, they focus on different modalities. So today, if you are having a skill-based learning, tomorrow you will be having an endurance-based learning. You never know what you are going to do until you go to the gym, because that's the part of that particular training called the CrossFit. Some days you will have an animal day, some days you will have a leg day, some days you will have a hand, or some days you'll have a core, or some days you'll just have like a therapy session, group therapy. You'll be having a therapy where all 10 people will be doing an exercise. There will be always 5 people will be above you, 5 people will be below you. So you'll always have that urge to actually make the match of that one particular person who's actually doing the greatest one. So this, my dear friends, I felt really helped myself. So after this moment, I took my day as only 23 hours a day. 1 hour a day, whatever happens, if we don't invest in our health. So we are talking about financial investment, we are talking about emotional investment regarding the family practice. One of the speakers before me talked about the emotional investment, being a mom or being a father. I really feel investing in our health is very important, because the people that I'm seeing here who are on the dais or the audiences here, we all have high aspirations, high ambitions. For that, we just need to be there. Not only being there, being alive, I mean, but we also need to be healthy. So what really matters to you? Do you feel if you are a gym person, really go to the gym? If you want to do different exercises a day, this is my mentor. The previous speaker also pointed out regarding my mentor. It is my mentor, Dr. Satyan Parthasarathi. At the age of 55, you can see my mentor. He's giving tough competition for me in the upside down there. So many of you will be knowing Dr. Satyan Parthasarathi. He's a doyens in glaucoma. So he used to take him with me in the morning, and we used to do all kind of crazy workouts. But this, my dear friends, it's not routine. And even I do have my spirituality too. You can always have your own core, being a spiritual one, or even if you are an atheist, make sure you have some fundamental grassroots core where you are actually rooted, so that every day when you wake up, you always have something to keep going, because we always need that particular adrenaline, or I always feel get the adrenaline out of your body, so that when you go into your OR, your body just feels perfectly fine. If there is a complication before this, I always have a kind of anxiety spell or a tachycardic. But after this CrossFit thing, even when there is a complication or anything, since your adrenaline is already out of your body has a tremendous amount of, how to say, it has its own way of having its own cool and composure. I feel always a sport person now, they are all focusing on yo-yo test and other things. We as doctors, I feel it's time for us to move towards all these things. See, this has really helped the last 2 years in my academics as well. You can see that there was more rejections when I started, but now this is my IJO portal, close to 50 publications now in Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. My academic growth has come up very well. I have an image published in American Academy of Ophthalmology. I have done 27 in the regional journal as well, and 51 in IJO. And currently, after my fitness levels, my physical fitness has added to my mental fitness, and I'm currently 109 publications old. All of them are in good PubMed index journals, and 145 peer reviews have been done. And this is my citation of 149, and you can see I really had a peak of 2022. So all the investment that we did on physical health, it'll always have a good stamina on your mental stamina too. You'll have a good mental stamina. Your mind will be brisk. I was a non-vegetarian. I converted into an vegetarian. It's all personal. Whichever works well for you, I think you can easily follow it. I'm just sharing one particular advice of mine, and it has really helped my academic growth. Be it the awards that I have won in the last 2 years, or be it the ideas that we really get in the academic forum. Many ideas I do get it in my gym as well. Even suture training, when I was doing a reverse rope climbing, I was thinking, okay, this is how we can do a suture training, because the day starts well. I try to avoid starting the day on an anxiety or on a stress level. Even if it is very anxious or very feeling very low or depressed, I try to go into the gym. I just try not to avoid it. I at least try to have 5 to 7 days in a gym, and I think that's really showing off in my academic growth. And I also had the birth of my second daughter. All this changes you as a person. I do have two daughters, but my second daughter is always special. That really toned me even much better. Fitness, spirituality, this is my first daughter. I think it's all a balance of everything is what I really feel. I am just 63 kilos. I drive a bike which is 306 kilos. Can you just imagine? Because it's all possible with fitness. So this is my bike of 306 kilos. Every weekend I drive with my daughter. Second daughter is just a year old, so it's not possible. But with my first daughter, I do go out with rides, and these are my cover images, chapters. And this is one patent recently. I got inspiration from my colleagues like Nilesh, who had their own patent in digs, and this is my innovations, which I have my own patent. And I'm also an YO, but 2022 fitness paved the way for a lot of academic orations, the YOC Governing Council, the 7 ACRS awards that I recently won, and the DreamCon cover picture image was one of the images that we have done from our team. And I think, my dear friends, to add on, we can keep going with a lot of accolades and awards, but I feel personally fitness starts from the mind, body and social. Because, and this is my TNOA, I'm also an executive member in TNOA, my regional parent body. And I always feel fitness starts from the physique, mind and social. And currently I'm the associate editor in the TNOA journal as well. And I take inspiration from people as well, like meeting positive people, taking inspiration. And that's it. Can I have the slide? Yeah. So to summarize, now currently going into MIGS as well. So I always feel focus on your fitness. Health is defined as physical, mental and social well-being. Make sure we draw a line between what is the physical health, are we physically healthy, are we mentally healthy, and are we socially healthy. So with that message, I would like to thank the YOC once again for giving me this opportunity to share the last 5 years of my life or so, how fitness really changed the way of my physical way of handling, mental way and the social way. Thank you, Team YOC, once again.
So that is really inspiring. The physical fitness do take, like it allows you to do so much. I know him personally, and still in our UC discussion, I wonder how he is everywhere, because you will see him in all the conferences bumbling up, and then he has time for innovation, he has time for academics, he has time for his family, and to do the executive work also. So that kind of fitness level you get, that kind of energy level you get when you work on your fitness. For my personal experience, I might not look like that, but I was 105 kgs when I was doing my internship. I was like 1.5 times of this, because the last 10 kgs really bloat you up. And then I took 1 year off. After my MBBS, I was supposedly preparing for my PG entrance, but I took 1 year off, worked on myself, got back to 80 kgs. Now I have again bloated up to 95, 96 right now. But that helped me to crack the exam, because I was so lethargic, my mental, I was not able to focus more than half an hour. Correct. So I was like, if I need my life to be sorted, I have to take a break. 1 year is nothing. So I took a break. So sometimes if you think that your energy level is going down, your life is going nowhere, just take a break of 3-4 months, work on yourself and then get back into the groove.
I think that's a very important point. Even today, the breaks are very important. Sometimes we need to slow down when our body demands or our mind demands, and we need to know when we need to take a break. Even as Nilesh was telling, 2 months, 3 months, or even once in a year, even 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I even do that even today. Even last year, it was, I felt slightly, fatigability was slightly reaching, and the last week of December, I just took a break. Taking breaks at the right time mentally, physically rejuvenates us. and I think it sorts many of the family bonding and other things, especially when we have kids and other things. We'll have to invest in family also. So just like
And from my personal experience, many people who think they have to take a break, they go on vacation, and then they have this big itinerary of the vacation. In morning 8 o'clock we have to visit this point, and then 8:30 we have to take breakfast at this point, and then again it is work. So if you are taking a break, go on a hill station, book a room, and be there. Just lie down in that room and spend your week over there. That is the break you need to take, not to take off the tourist destination.
correct, correct.
I think the next session is there.
Sir?
We are,
Yeah.
we are running.
Yeah. Sorry. We will wind up. Sir, any last comments?
Yeah, detoxification is necessary. What Prasanna is telling that you should have to be fit to make yourself fit for the practice and other things. And Prasanna is doing good, and what he has depicting here through the example that how he is doing all these things so well. As rightly has been quoted lots of time that healthy mind resides in the healthy body. So therefore we must keep ourselves healthy. There are few tips through which we can keep ourselves healthy. Dancing, yoga, aerobics, all other things are there which can keep you healthy. Okay.